Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to show you how I set up the custom menus, buttons, and function menu on my Sony A6400 so that I don't have to dig into the confusing Sony menu system. Let's get started and I'll show you how I get this set up. Alright, so you can see we've got our camera turned on, and the first option is going to be to select your language. So we're going to select language, we're going to set the time or the area. Okay. And then I always set my date format to year, month, date. That's just how I do my file formatting. Alright, and then you got this play memories thing, just hit OK on there. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come into menu here, and I'm going to change the file format to RAW because I don't shoot JPEG. And then the next thing, we're going to jump right over into customizing the menu buttons. So we're going to go to page 2 here, or tab 2, I don't know what you call it, and we're going to go to page number 8. We're going to set up custom keys. Alright, so for number 1 here, we're going to change this to focus standard. So right there. Number 2 is going to be focus magnifier. So let's see if we can find that one. There it is. Number 3, that's going to be the default white balance. That's what I use. Page 2, the center button, we're going to use as tracking on and off. So we come in here and we're going to find the tracking on right there. The left button, drive mode, that's default. 3, ISO, that's default, that's the right button here. And then number 4, I'm going to change that to my focus mode. Okay, right there. Okay, so then page number 3 on this, the top button, which is this one up here, C1, we're going to change that one to focus area. So right there. Okay, and then page number 4, there's the lens button. If your lens comes with it, that's going to be focus hold. So we're just going to leave that as the default. Okay, so that's good for the custom keys. And then that's for picture. Now for video, you can go through and set up more custom ones, but I always leave them to use the custom picture. And then the same thing with the playback here. Now we're going to go into the function menu setup, and we're going to set this one up. So on this page, we're going to do focus peaking. Okay, so peaking display. And the top row number 2, we're going to change that one to our aspect ratio. Number 3 here is going to be zebras. So let's go and find our zebras. Zebra display. Number 4 is going to be zebra levels. So let's see if I can find that again. Zebra levels right there. And number 5 on this one is going to be my picture profiles. There it is. And then top right, we're going to do sound on and off. Audio signals right there. Okay, bottom right, we'll just keep going there, down and around here. This is going to be stabilization on and off. Steady shot is what it's called. There you go. This one here, that's interval shooting. So we're going to go here, and that's going to be towards the end. So there it is. Alright, and the next one is going to be dynamic range on and off. So DRO, auto HDR right there. This one here in the middle, that's going to be our silent shooting. Silent shooting right there. And this one, second from the left on the bottom row, is going to be our meter mode. Metering mode right there. You go right past it. And then bottom left here, that's going to be the live view. Live view display. It's because sometimes it's nice to turn that on and off. Alright, so we have got this function menu all set up. So if we hit menu, back out of here, so function is this one right here. So if I am out of there and I hit the function, there's all the settings that I just set up. Okay, so next we're going to go to back into menu, and we're going to go down to my dial settings here, and you can go in and you can customize these for different settings. I'm not going to use that because I have no use for that. Dial wheel setup, so this is the thumb wheel here, adjusts your shutter speed, and the button up here, the wheel up here, adjusts your aperture. So I'm going to use that as the default. We go over a page to page number 9 here, and AV TV rotate normal, that's fine. Dial wheel evaluation comp, leave all that the same. The only thing I'm going to change here is the function of touch operation. I'm going to do focus tracking, and then I'm going to come down and turn audio signals off because I don't like audio signals. You can leave them on if you want, but I prefer not to. Next, I'm going to jump over to all the way down to the end to the stars here, and we're going to add some custom menus. So this is where I come in and I add menu options that are often used, so that I don't have to try and find them through all of these menus here. As you can see, there's just a ton of menus. So I'm going to use my favorites or my custom menus to set this up. Okay, so we're just going to hit add item, and the first one I'm going to do is the E front curtain shutter. As you can see, there's just a ton of menus in here, and so it's nice to be able to have these. There it is. So you hit add to this location. Alright, and then we're going to add another, so it dumps back into the menu, and we're going to do face eye autofocus set. Right there. That's going to be on that one. Hit OK. So that just added it below that in that menu. Okay, the next one is going to be format. That one's all the way at the end here. Right there. Add it to the third. So there we go. If I hit menu, now I can go back and see here's menu number 3, number 2, and number 1. And that's my custom settings. So now beyond that, I always want to, I always go and set up these custom memory options here. So if you look on your dial here, you got your manual and you got memory recall, right? And memory recall has a bunch of these settings that you can preset so that you can jump to one or the other and have it already set up for you, ready to go. So I do this for shooting video. So let's set up number 1 for video. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to come to my menu number 1 here, actually menu number 2, and I'm going to set this up for my typical video, which is 24 frames per second, 4K. So we're going to do 4K, we're going to come in here, 24p, 100 megabytes, bit rate, come down, tracking and drive speed, that's good. Okay, we're going to come over and we can turn this movie with shutter on. Okay. So we're going to hit menu back here, and I'm going to just make sure I have my shutter speed already set up. So let's see, shutter speed will go down to 1/50th, and aperture will go down to, I'm going to do it wide open because I like to shoot video wide open. And we're going to go make sure we have ISO set to 100, and auto focus mode should be AFC for video. Okay, and we're just going to go through and select these. I like to shoot with the zone focus points, and let's see what else we got. Live view display on, and I'm gonna do zebras are on because those are good to have. Oops. Those are good to have when you're shooting video. And I'm going to change the zero level up to 100 plus right there. That will tell you if your highlights are way blown out. As you can see, it is way blown out right now. Okay, so back into the function menu. I'm going to choose my picture profile. I'm going to use PP6, which is Cine 2. So we hit menu to go back there. Sounds off. That's off. Draw auto HDR. Let's turn that off. Silent shooting, that's off. That's okay. Meter mode wide. Okay. And then let's just go back to menu here. And that should all be good. So once we have that and we want to save it, you're going to go to the menu, this custom menu, which we just added, and that's going to be page 1, my menu 1, and we're going to do memory. And it says, okay, which one do you want to save it to? So we're going to choose number 1. Okay, so once that's done, now all I have to do is change my dial to MR, and you see I select number 1 there, and it's already got my settings. It's got 1/50th, f1.4, ISO 100. Oh, it didn't save my picture profiles here. I must not have hit OK on that. 6. Okay, so now that I changed that, I can come back in here and hit memory again and update it. Okay, now you can see, we'll switch it back, come back in, select number 1. Now you can see my picture profiles is all set up there. So that's how I do that, and I go through and I change the settings for 60 frames per second, and then also 120 frames per second. I make sure to change my shutter speed and the bitrate and the record settings. Alright guys, so that's how I set up my A6400 for all the custom menus and custom buttons to make it a lot easier to get to those settings that I need to on the fly. It takes a little bit of time getting used to that, and this is an ever-growing, ever-evolving, ever-changing settings, menus. I've changed those constantly. If I find I'm using a setting more often, I'll go and add it to the custom menus or add it to the custom functions. That's what I've got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out. Till next time guys, thanks for watching. Bye!